First and foremost, I want to wish everybody a happy Independence Day. It is the 4th of July. The 4th of July means it's 18 days before my birthday. July is my month, believe it or not. So praise be to God, we're here. I wanted to just come on and do a follow-up video. It's kind of a training video for people that are looking to buy properties. I want to show you guys what happened on Saturday. If you didn't get a chance to watch my previous video, you want to go back and look at the one I did on Saturday. And what it shows you is, I think it said showing properties in Stockton or something of that effect. It's the last video that I shot. And that video actually is getting a lot of traction because I didn't realize that so many people didn't understand real estate. And there's many things that we do that people I take for granted that people know or they don't know. So what I want to do today is I want to go through what we did on Saturday. On Saturday, first of all, let me reiterate, I typically do not show property on Saturdays. That is the worst time for a buyer to purchase real estate. And I don't want to get into that again today, but if you want to see why it's the weekends are the worst time to purchase real estate, then go and look at my last video that I did, my last live video that I did, and it'll go over that with you. But right today, we want to show you what happened on Saturday. On Saturday, I was able to, my client actually, she drove, I bought the gas. Everybody sometimes thinks that a real estate agent always has to drive. Well, I don't. In fact, I don't even have a car right now, so I sell real estate without a car. I have a car, but again, I want to ride. I got my bike out there. You guys have seen me sell real estate on the motorcycle. But I also do a lot of deals where my client will drive, especially when it's a good distance away, because I can talk to them. I can prepare them for the showing. I can do a lot of other things. I know that's not typical of most real estate agents, but I believe agents don't do that because they're either afraid to ask or they assume that someone's going to feel some kind of way because you don't have a car or you ask them to drive. Well, when I got in real estate back 30 some odd years ago, I did not have a car. And I used to catch the bus to sell real estate. That's how bad I wanted to sell houses. I would catch the bus to sell a house. Or I would have the client pick me up at the BART station. I would get on BART. Hey, pick me up at the San Leandro BART. I'm going to show you 5 houses today. And that obviously, if they're picking me up at the BART, they know that they're driving. That also lowers my cost of doing business, too. Let's be real about that. So again, I see there are a few people in the room. I just want to tell you what this video is about. This is my Motivation Monday, but I wanted to use this as a training day of those that are looking to buy properties to get an idea how real estate agents operate. And those agents out there, I had a lot of agents watch my last video, and they've called me, Kenny, we didn't recognize all of the games you play. And so I'm coming with a follow-up video. If you're here in the room today and you've not seen the previous video I did, go back. I forget what it said. It's the one I did right before this. This is start showing property on Saturday morning, which again, I don't recommend anyone show homes on Saturday morning. But let me let you guys understand this. I did sell a house on Saturday. I told you guys in that video I was only going to Stockton to help to sell a house. I'm not going up there to show no houses. I'm not going up there to visit no houses. I'm going up there to sell a house. So when I prepared on Saturday, I only prepared houses that I could sell on Saturday. If I talk to an agent, they say, well, Kenny, we're not going to be able to look at your offer till Wednesday. I ain't showing that. Because a lot of times that's how agents stack offers up on their clients, by letting the agent dictate when they're going to present the offer. Well, my conversation to the client was, look, I want to show it today. And he said, well, yeah, my second is, do you have any offers? No, we do not have any offers. Well, if I brought you an offer today, can we get it done today? And they said, well, yeah. Well, why? No, we want to do it today. And that's exactly what we did on Saturday. I want to show you. I'm going to go through the list. I showed 4 properties on Saturday. I'm pulling them up right now. I wasn't totally ready like I should have been. But this is a great training for not just you guys, but some of my agents that work for me. Several of them, they'll use this video as training. So again, when you're going to be going that far up, you first of all, I don't drive. I didn't drive on this appointment. People don't recognize that A lot of times the buyer can drive. You know why I don't have to necessarily drive. In fact, it saved me time. It saved me not necessarily money because I bought the gas. I filled up her tank to go to Stockton and come back, which was about $50. But that's a great way. I don't want to say it I don't want to say to control, but it also gets people get them to be listening to you, and they're following your instructions, because when people follow your instructions, then when it gets time for them to press hard because they got to sign the contract, it's not as hard for people to do because they feel a little bit more confidence in what you're doing. Not to mention that I build confidence throughout the sales process in terms of looking at the properties. I'll show you that. I go through every property on the market. I'm going to share my screen with you guys real quick again today. And then, and again, if you didn't see part 1 of this video, you do want to go back and watch part 1. Part 1, I talked about what I was showing on Saturday. What is going on here? Why is my video not, it won't split, the screen split. Oh, I know. I got to share the screen. If you share the screen, boy, you can do with something here. Anyway, I'm going to share the entire screen and we're going to look at this. So right now, I'm going into the multiple listing service. I'm going to share my screen. These are the properties that were available on Saturday morning. Many of you guys, if you look at the previous video, I shared with you, I did the research and found out which properties were available on Friday night. So Saturday morning, all I had to do is go through these properties, each one of them, and find out if they were available, number one. And number two, find out if they have any offers on the property. Again, I came from Oakland. I went to Stockton. First of all, I don't want to drive. I didn't drive out there. I got a ride. And number two, I want to show houses that I can sell tomorrow. I'm not going up there to show houses. Many agents say, well, we're showing property. I don't show property. I sell property. And there's a huge difference. I don't go and take a client to buy a house if they're not ready to buy. Because when I get out there with you, I'm expecting that you're going to buy a house. I don't expect that we're going to look at these houses and you're going to look at 25 houses and all that. That ain't how we go. Because you can look at 25 houses and get none of the 25. And it's a rat race out here. So anyway, here's a few of the houses that I showed. This is one. I actually made, this house was one that we had already shown that it's a piece of junk. This one here on East Avenue. I think we showed this. I'm going to blow it up for you because you guys can see the pictures of it. Yeah, we didn't show this because there's a tenant in this house. And you can see how nasty the carpets look right there. And you can see this is a tenant. A tenant lives in this property. That's why it looks this way. But anyway, let's go to the next property. On Elmo Street, this is one we didn't show because it's a fixer. It's kind of like the other one it needs. And we have to find a house that will qualify for FHA financing. One of the things that we're doing, FHA financing, is like HUD, housing and urban development. It is, I don't know, somebody from Stockton calling me now. Anyway, I'll let that put that on hold. But anyway, this one we didn't show because that's a fixer as well. This is one that I made an offer on the very first time we went out. Because again, I tell you, I don't go to show property. I'm going to sell a house. So when I took the people out, we could not get into this house because it's in a state. Somebody has passed and the family is selling the property. But we have a few family members that don't want to sell. So they're not letting people in the house. So what I did is I wrote an offer on this house subject to interior inspection, which means we like the outside of it. And we're going to make an offer. And that when we come back, we want to get that offer accepted. And when we go back, it's the buyer to say, yes, I want it, or no, I don't. If the buyer does not want the house, we keep going. Well, in this case, we submitted the offer and the agent came back and said that we can't even get to see the house until the 7th of July. So we still have an offer on this house, but we can't see the house till the 7th of July. And I preferred to be in contract yesterday. And in fact, we did get in contract. I'm going to show you. This is another house we showed. And it was in a bad area. I'm not going to show you pictures. This is the house that my client bought. She bought this house for $325,000. She's doing a no money down deal. And we got the seller to pay all of her closing costs. This property is going to be going down for almost free. Yes, I said free. She's going to put up a deposit. We're going to get her down payment assistance on the. Actually, I take that back. We didn't get her down payment assistance because that down payment assistance, she was only going to be able to get, I think, $295. And so if she went with an FHA loan, we could get her up to $325. So on this one, we're going, it's not a no money down. It started no money down. But what we found out is that she had a 401k. She had money in her 401k. So what we did is we're taking money out of her 401k to do the down payment. Now, we could have done the deal with no money down at $295, but there's really not anything that she liked at $295. The prices were just ugly. And this house was this house is $290. But look at that. Let me show you the pictures real quick. Very nice house. We are in contract right now. That's a little that's a pantry that's in the house. There's the kitchen. We also got her the refrigerator just coming with the house. We got the stove, the refrigerator, the washer, and the dryer. Here's her her bathroom. Very nice. That's her backyard. Beautiful, beautiful backyard. I am so excited for this young lady. And she's not a young lady, but this is her first house. I think she's 53. So this is her very first house. And that's the front of it, man. The house looks beautiful on the outside. I don't think I showed you the appliance, but she's getting all of that's the living room. I probably could have got her the furniture too. That's the kitchen. It doesn't show you the washer and dryer, but the washer and dryer, it is also stainless steel. Just like the refrigerator, it's a stainless steel, brand new washer and dryer. You can see the stove over here in this area. There's the stove, and that's coming with it too. The refrigerator and the stove comes, and then there's also a washer and dryer. There's no picture. I don't think that they were expecting to give away their washer and dryer, but we did what we did. So now we're in this property at $325. And another great thing about this house is it already has an appraisal on it. It already has all the inspections. They were in contract once before. Let me see if I can blow my screen up a little bit to show you guys the remarks. Hang on a second. See if I can blow it up. Okay, here we go. Oh, over here. Oh, not there, here. Here's the remarks. You can see it says nice starter home, first-time home buyer, or great home for investment property. This home features a updated kitchen, gas range, granite countertops, nice party pantry, hardwood laminated floors, wrought iron front fence gate, large yard, walking distance to the stores, all of that. Now, this is the part that you guys would never see. It says back on the market, no fault of the seller. Buyer could not perform. Recently appraised at $325,000 from last buyer. $5,000 buyer closing cost credit. Appointment only. 1 hour notice. Showing time frames Monday through Friday. Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. Appraisal performed in 2020. Determined listed from last appraised. Okay, 2020. They bought the house in 2020. Now they're just getting out of it. So they paid probably in the 200 range for this house, and maybe they can't afford it. The tax records does not include the square footage. So again, I went in at the whole $325,000. I asked the seller to give them $10,000. And notice there's one other thing I want to show you is the commission right here. They were only going to pay $5,500 for commission, which was going to rip me off for about $3,000. So what I did is I went and asked for 2.5% commission. I countered that at $325,000. I think we're going to get paid $8,000. Is that it, you guys? 2.5%, $8,125. So you can see he was trying to rip me off for almost $3,000. So again, success. We did have success. The property is in escrow on a Saturday. Don't try that at home. You guys look at the other video. It tells you go look at property. If you're buying property, do not go look at property during the week. If you don't have to, you want to go on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'm not going to go through that again. I want to keep this video short. If you'd like to see that video, go look and see why I said not to show the property. Look at properties except on Friday, Saturday. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And there was an exception on this week because my client could not get off work on those days. So I did the best I could, and I got her in the property, and I don't have to go back. So praise be to God. Thank you guys for coming to take a look at it. You guys have a happy 4th of July. We are still doing no money down deals. If you'd like to get into a home and you've got good credit and you've got income, let's go play, you guys. You guys can inbox me your name, your phone number, your email address, and my staff will get back to you. We'll get you with one of our partner lenders. We'll go through the process with you of getting you approved for financing first. And that what that looks like is you have to have, for the no money down program, you have to have a 640 credit score, and you have to be on your job for at least 2 years, and we're preferably as much income as you can have. The more income you have and the less bills. We want you also to come in with very few bills. The bills like car notes, you've heard that car notes break deals. There's so many things out there that can kill a transaction. Okay, so one of the things that you guys, let me see, I'm trying to come back, turning this off. Okay, I'm coming back. So again, you want to come in to buy a house with as much money, verifiable income. People ask me, can I use disability? Yes, you can use disability if it's permanent. If it's temporary disability, you cannot. Also, those folks that are on Section 8, we are working with a lender now that will provide financing for Section 8 vouchers. So if you have a Section 8 voucher and you'd like to buy a house, give me a call. There's the number on the screen, or you can go to our website and log in and just say, Kenny, I'd like to buy a house. I want to see what to do. So and as well as if you don't have the down payment, if you have a 401k, 401ks are ways that we can get money out of your 401k for down payments. So again, housing right now is the best time to buy, especially people that don't want to commute. The market is soft right now. Those of you guys that want to stay on the inner city, now is the time to do it. Right now, we've got houses in Oakland. If you go look on my page, I've been doing houses of the day that are under $400,000. We have houses in Oakland right now under $400,000. It ain't gonna last though, you guys. Trust and believe. It is not going to last. If you got, I just closed one out on 101st for 550. Beautiful house. That house would have sold easily. No, I'm sorry, 500. Let me take that back. We put it on the market at 479. We sold a house, a beautiful house in Oakland for $500,000. A year ago, that house would have been almost $700,000. So with the interest rates going up, the prices are coming down. So I know people said we're waiting for the interest rates to go back down. Well, when the interest rates go back down, the prices are going to start going back up. So you can't have it both ways. My recommendation is that everybody is asleep while the rates are going up and prices are coming down. So even though the interest rates are a little bit higher, you're still going to pay the maximum amount. The amount that you can afford to pay is the same amount, whether it's whatever it is, because that's what they base it on, is your income to debt ratio. So what I want you guys to do is just listen. I know how to help you guys get into homes. Call me. You got friends. I also do referrals. If you got people that are looking to buy, now is the time, and I am your guy, because most of these agents don't know a lot of the things that I know. This is my 36th year in the business. I've owned Session Real Estate. This is going on 28 years. So I like to be able to help. And I do what I do because I love my community, and I like helping people that look like me, that don't have a whole lot of money, get in the house. People ask me all the time, Kenny, why you do no money down? Because a lot of my people ain't got no money. Why would I have to go worry about people that got money? I got an audience that's bigger than you can possibly imagine that ain't got no money, but got a job and some credit. If you got job and some credit, but you don't have no money, holler at your boy. And let's see what we can do. I can get you into something like this. This house, again, is 300. This is Stockton, you guys. So if you get into 300, you got to get up out of here. But this house is cool. This girl going to get this house for no money out of her pocket. She's going to use her 401k for the 3.5% down, and the seller is giving her all the closing costs. So this is literally a no money down and no closing costs. Big fat zero. I'm getting her into this house for less than you could rent it. You would have to come up with first and last month rent to rent that house. She ain't even coming up with that. Ain't that a beautiful thing? God is good, you guys. Holler back at your boy. Refer me. If you got friends, family members, your girlfriend, think about call Kenny, man. Call Kenny. They need to call me because there's stuff that these other agents just don't know. Okay? Peace and blessing. I'll holler back.